Hey, it's National Coming Out Day yesterday. I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, but I'm just lazy, so I'm doing it now because coming out day. I haven't scripted any of this, I'm just going for it. So, where to start? Okay. Over the past few years, I've been really helped by any coming out videos. Like, I've just searched them for hours on end, and I know they are helpful to people. But at the minute, I'm pretty sure that I am quite gay. I'm still uncomfortable about speaking about it, as you can tell. But girls are hot, right? But I am in the closet, very much so. So I was making this video before I'm out so people can see it from a different perspective, maybe. So it's going to be a little series, and I will probably put it up once I'm out to some or most or everyone. I don't know. I'll probably do a couple more videos, like a little series, and this one's just going to be about an explanation, just where I am at the minute. Then I'll do another one about like realisation and how I came to discover the gayness. And I might do another one about maybe problems of being in the closet. So at the minute, I would say I'm probably 90% into girls, but I'm still finding out who I am, and I think that's okay. But that's making me hold back from telling people, because what if I do decide later on that maybe I want to be with a boy? I'll just get judged if I tell them that I'm into girls now. And I know I shouldn't care, but I do. I feel like most people will be okay, because I have got really good friends, but it's like, it will just be a rumour going around college. Well, it won't be a rumour, it'll be true. But there's like 2,000 people at my college, and I know that I'll walk past and they'll know who I am. And they'll be talking about me behind my back, and that just scares me. And like, my high school had its own sixth form, and the majority of people from my high school stayed there. There's very few that moved away like I did. And I just know I'll be like a big feature at that school, and they'll all be talking about me. And I hate that thought, and hate it. I came out, well, to my friend Abby. Was I drunk? Possibly. I messaged her saying I think I might actually be bi. Just thought I'd let you know. And she was just like, yeah, that's amazing, that's cool with me, whatever. And then I didn't actually tell her that I started to lean towards girls. I think she kind of just figured it out, because I was pretty open with her from then on about who I was crushing on and stuff. And then my mum, she was drunk one time. She asked me if I was speaking to anyone, and I was like, no. And she was like, do you think you might be into girls, not boys? And I was like, no, God. I can't remember what she said. She asked me another time. We were in the kitchen making tea, and she said pretty much the same thing again, and I was like, I don't know. Like, she was pretty chill about it, and she was like, we don't mind, I'm not gonna care if you are, like, don't worry about your family or whatever. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, I'd never had a crush on anyone in real life, I just really fancy girl celebrities. And she was like, well, do you fancy boys in real life? And I was like, no. I didn't want to say no. I was like, well, the guy in Starbucks is quite hot. She was like, okay, I'll take you to Starbucks. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I think she does want me to like boys, and I can tell, because she does mention like, oh, there's a hot boy over there, and like, and then like, she tries to take me to Starbucks a lot, and I'm not interested in the boy in Starbucks. About 2 weeks ago, I spoke to one of my best friends who goes to my high school sixth form, and I've known her since I was a baby, like picture probably up there. I've known her since I was a baby, and she's really cool, and she's one of my favourite people in the world. And she's the one person I was so scared about telling, because I thought she was gonna like be like, no, I'm not gonna speak to you ever again. I messaged her on Snapchat because we always snap each other. I was just like, can I speak to you? Like, don't tell anyone. She was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, would you be bothered if I ever decided that I like girls? Because I'm not sure if I do, but I just wanted to know what you would think. And I was absolutely sobbing. I was crying my little heart out. I was so scared of telling her. Like, I was shaking. It was horrible. And then she didn't read it for ages, and I was like, fuck. And then she messaged me on Twitter. I'll read it. My phone died, but no, of course I wouldn't be bloody bothered. Doesn't make a difference to me, you silly man. I'm so relieved. Like, oh, it was the scariest moment of my life. But it's good. And then, because I've finally told her, and she was the one I was most scared about, I've been so much more comfortable about it. Like, people at college, I'm going to know them for 2 years, probably never going to see them again. So I'm starting to, like, be a lot more open about it. Last week, I was in English, and I've become really close with this girl, and I'm with her a lot, and I sit by her in English, and the table next to me, there's this gay guy, and then they're all like a little, there's like 4 of them on the table, and he has his laptop in lesson, and he was doing like a gay quiz, like, how gay are you? And they were all doing it, and they were like, Poppy, why don't you do it? And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And they're like, why? And the girl next to me, she was like, you don't have to tell me the result if you don't want to. It's like so obvious that everyone knows that I like girls now. And I was like, no. And she goes jokingly, she was like, she just doesn't want everyone to know she's a lesbian. And I was like, well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? And she was like, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh, I haven't really told anyone, so don't tell anyone. And she was like, okay. She's like, I'm not bothered by it, I'm not going to treat you any differently. And it was fine. Like, she hasn't treated me any differently either. And so I feel like I'm making real progress. And everything's been fine so far, but still scared to tell everyone. But I'll get there. So this feels like it's been going on for ages. Yeah, happy National Coming Out Day yesterday. Bye.